It's time for the Wendy Williams Show. Today, Wendy's all-new summer kicks off with a super-sized hour of juicy hot topics. The latest on Kanye's big baby news. Plus, Mariah and Nicki are out. New details on the Idol shakeup. And what's up with Amanda Bynes? Radar Online is here with the inside scoop. Now, here's Wendy.
To be here with you. I'm glad that you're watching. Thank you, studio audience. Better now that I'm with you. So we're back with all brand new shows for the rest of the summer. No more vacation, okay? Good. So now look, a lot to talk with you about. Big shakeup on American Idol at the judges' table, plus the latest troubled behavior with Amanda Bynes, and we officially know that Kim and Kanye are having a baby. Oh, well, just because you know it's a girl doesn't mean that the story is already told. Let's talk about it more. It's time for Hot Topics. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I know you guys are just glad to be in the house, in the studio, because it's so rainy and terrible outside. It's like a monsoon. So I watched a ton of TV while we had our 1-week vacation, which seemed like we were away for 1 month. My gosh, there's so much I wanted to talk with you about. And every time I picked up the phone, you wouldn't answer your phone. Okay, so that Liberace movie, I know I'm dialing back a bit, but still. Okay, so I watched Behind the Candle Opera. I ended up watching it by myself because my mom and dad wanted to watch whatever basketball game was going on. I was so shocked. So I watched that and I thought that it was nice, except that I love Liberace, and I loved him when he was alive, and I just felt as though there was more to his story than just gratuitous sex and you know, and champagne and bubble baths and things like that. I would have loved to have seen more of Liberace the man and what makes him tick, as opposed to just sex, 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 sex. And you know I'm nosy, so it would seem like I'd enjoy that. But and Matt Damon's right behind. Hey Matt. Matt. A lot of booty. I thought that Michael Douglas was good in it, though, and Matt Damon. Rob Lowe was good in it. I was trying to figure out why the man's story was told on HBO as opposed to a big cinematic release, and now I get it, because it could have been on the big screen, except not that script that we watched. Did you guys see it? It was a lot of sex, right? A lot, too much. And then I caught up with Married to Medicine, which is not a show that I watch normally, except we were on vacation, and without you, I just always feel lost, so the TV was on the whole time. And I saw the reunion part 1 and the reunion part 2. And what I walked away from Married to Medicine is that Dr. Jackie, all due respect, get off of reality TV. Like not for nothing, Dr. Jackie. If you're so highbrow and holier than thou, then you need to be off of reality TV. I mean, you know, Dr. Jackie is one of those, you know, the girls all go to her when they're having a problem. I mean, you're the most highbrow person on reality TV. I was trying to think, because I sometimes compare you to the redhead from Jersey. What's her name? Caroline, except Jackie, you're even more pompous than Caroline in terms of, you know, holier than thou, and you're no Vanderpump. Vanderpump comes off at least like she knows more than the rest, but she can still get down with the rest of us. Anyway, Dr. Jackie, go on. And I also caught up with Pregnant and Dating on WeTV. Did you guys watch that? Okay. If you watched the show and you liked it, clap. One woman in the back, and you wanna know what? That is exactly how I felt. I was so ready on Friday night for Pregnant and Dating, because I never knew anybody who was pregnant and dating, and I said, well, this is 2013. People probably pregnant and date, although I can't figure out for the life of me why it is that if you're pregnant and you don't have your man, that you can't just sit down for 9 months to figure out your life. Well, I ended up being highly disappointed by Pregnant and Dating because it just seemed more fetishy than it did regular. You know, like there's certain guys who love to get with a pregnant girl. That's like what you find on the internet on a fetish website. Or certain girls who, even though you're pregnant by another man, you still want to get with the next man and some sort of, I don't know, I was just turned off to a show that I thought I'd be turned on to, Pregnant and Dating. And so, of course, last night, my weekend culminated the way I'm sure yours did. Did you watch the premiere of The Real Housewives of New Jersey? I didn't like this particular episode, but I know that there's more to come. The reason that I was kind of, you know, not really into it, even though I was there with a snack, Vita herring and Ritz crackers, because, you know, we in New Jersey, we are still dealing with stronger than the storm. We are still dealing with the aftermath of Hurricane Sandy, and so because of that, and a lot of the housewives of New Jersey, you know, they have shore homes. So a lot of it was very sappy, and everybody was getting along, and I, as a Jersey resident, I understood it, but I was so not attracted to this particular episode. And then my takeaway is, Teresa, now you know you're my favorite housewife in New Jersey, but I just have to call it the way I see it. Doesn't Teresa talk like she was like a 6th grade dropout? Sometimes. Yeah. I mean, the way you speak, the way you speak, and then that little Gia, her 11-year-old daughter, Gia is grown. I mean grown, like stay out of grown folks' business, grown. And it was like a turnoff. At one point, Teresa needed Gia to text her the proper way to, I guess, accept an invitation to go over to her sister-in-law's house for a party. And then at one point, this little Gia called her mom Teresa, and do you remember when you were 11 years old, though? You knew all the tea that was going on in your house, except you weren't allowed to say it. You weren't allowed to talk to adults like you were one of the adults. Well, this little Gia is a pistol at 11. Anyway, and I was tweeting live during the episode using my son's phone on account of, I got rid of my old phone because Alicia Keys got me the new BlackBerry Q10. Thank you, Alicia Keys. She is Look, Alicia's the global creative director for BlackBerry, so you know this Q10 phone comes out later on this week. But if you know anything about me, then you know I am such a technophobe, and I'm a flip phone girl to the day I die. I've never had an iPad, iPhone, nothing. So I just went from 0 to 60 in a matter of a weekend, and have no idea what I'm doing. I have Q10 lessons after the show today. Anyway, oh, by the way, you know what I also received while we were on vacation? Look what was on my desk when I got back this morning. I'm gonna gag. A book from Barbra Streisand. Here's the thing. I was talking to you about that mall that she has in her basement. So apparently she watches our show, and she saw me talking about it, and so she sent me this book, and I'm not gonna show you what she wrote me or share it with you because it's between me and Babs, but I can tell you the writing is as wide as the page and about 5 inches deep, and she mentions a few of my favorite things like shopping and wigs. Thank you, Barbara. And how you doing? Okay, so did you guys watch Kardashians last night? Okay. So then you know that Kim and Kanye are having a baby girl. But the rest of the story is so... All right, first of all, let me play you this clip, because the rest of the story just takes a disgusting turn. All right, so hit the clip, and then we'll talk.
All right, we're gonna have to look around for the sex.
Do you see a little pee-pee?
I don't see any peepees.
It would definitely take after his father, so you would see it.
See, here's looking at the genital region again. I'm thinking it's a girl.
How exciting.
Girl? Oh my gosh. What's the percentage?
99 plus.
99 plus, so I can tell people it's a girl.
I'm so excited we're having a girl. Who doesn't want a girl? Like, they're the best. And I know that's really what Kanye has always wanted. He wanted a little girl.
Sweet. Congratulations. So the other part of the story is that, of course, you saw that Kanye was noticeably absent there. Kim's stepfather is reporting something that you should just leave to Hot Topics, Bruce. You were talking way too much. Bruce Jenner, the stepfather, told Extra that Kanye hasn't been around much during the pregnancy. Now, see, I just feel as though this is a whole violation of Kim. Like, leave it to Hot Topics to do speculation. And The Inquirer, and Extra, and Entertainment Tonight, and The View's Hot Topics, and Regis, and Kelly and Michael. Leave it to us to speculate. But when we hear it from the horse's mouth, it's kind of, first of all, you take our jobs away, Bruce. But second of all, it's like in violation of something very personal to the family. Like, so he said that he added that he only met Kanye once. Are you gagging? I am gagging. And then Brody Jenner, you know, the hot one with Jenner written down his side. Brody said he's never met Kanye. And that's the stepbrother to Kim. Kanye is absentee. Thank you for confirming, Bruce. By the way, Kanye, you know, the baby shower was yesterday, Kim's, because the baby's due in July. And Kanye ended up attending the baby shower in his Saturday finest. Black man walking around like that in Calabasas. That's something waiting to happen. Anyway, so he didn't want to go originally because he thought he'd be the only guy there, which is weird because usually if you are the only guy, it's because you are the father, Kanye. Anyway, and Kim was dressed in all white for the event. Take a look, there's the aerial shot. That's Kim in the middle. And then there are some other people that were there that we know, including Kelly Osbourne. There's Kelly. And Mel B. Spice. There's Mel B. And Nene Leakes was there as well. Nene? I like your dress. Anyway, all right, so Angelina Jolie, everyone, spoke out for the first time, making her big public appearance since she underwent her double mastectomy earlier this year. The press actually, yeah. The press actually caught up to Angelina on the red carpet with her husband, Brad. They were at the London premiere of the new film, World War Z, which I also happened to be in as well. I didn't tell you that. You know, I just do so much acting these days. No, you know what it is? All right, if you go to this movie, and I know you will, get your popcorn early, and you have to be in there right when the movie opens. Because the scene is in Brad Pitt's apartment, and there I am. On TV, in the purple chair, doing Hot Topics. Oh, no, look. Here's the funny, entertaining part. The war is ending out, or the world is ending outside. All the other channels are talking about doom and gloom. And we're here cackling, talking about how you doing Hot Topics. Oh, by the way, today is June 2nd. That would be, or June 3rd. You know it's National Candy Month, don't you? Well, let me tell you how me and my son celebrated. So on Saturday, we went to Dylan's Candy Bar here in the city. And we picked up Mike and Ike's, Lemon Heads, Jolly Ranchers, Chico Sticks, Now and Laters. And then after that, we shared a frozen hot chocolate with 2 straws. He's about 30 seconds away from being too old for that. Right now he thinks it's corny. I think he feels sorry for me or something like that. And then after that, we strolled around the city and went shopping, and then we wandered into the Ambassador Theater to see Chicago on Broadway. My run is about to start, and I wanted to, just brush up on what all's doing. So shout out to everybody that we saw at the matinee on a Saturday. And then my run starts where I take over the role of Matron Mama Morton on June 25th through, 7 weeks. So anyway, okay. So Mariah Carey and Nicki Minaj are both officially off of American Idol. We have already talked about that. Oh. She's all, woo! Okay, and we know that Randy Jackson is out. No word on whether Keith Urban is leaving. Oh, we want him to go too? All right. Well, reportedly, American Idol has replaced all the judges, or is about to replace them all, with some familiar faces. According to E! News, the familiar faces are, they're gonna be using 3 judges, not 4. Reportedly, they're all former Idol contestants. Jennifer Hudson. Kelly Clarkson. Stop it, Suzanne. All right, put your hands to your side. And either Adam Lambert or Clay Aikens. Really? Okay, first of all, I'm saying to all 4 of them. However, if anything, you clap for Adam and Clay, get rid of Jennifer Hudson and keep Kelly Clarkson. I'm gonna tell you why. Just because you're black doesn't always mean you have to go along with the black vote, number 1. People always think that. If you're black, you always have to go with the black vote. No, you don't. Let me tell you something. Jennifer Hudson is a lovely, thin woman, but we don't need lovely and thin on the panel. We need somebody who's gonna say it like she means it and shout it out, and that's Kelly Clarkson. And I don't even know why American Idol is trying to choose between Clay and Adam. Both of them would be fabulous, and they'd go back and forth with one another, and Kelly would be in the middle, and it'd be on. If that's the judges panel that they're going with. Personally speaking, I think it's time for American Idol to go away. I do. I mean, either go away or come up with a better judges panel. Something is that, and you keep Ryan Seacrest where he is, but something has got to give. And X Factor is already on Fox, so it's not like, yes, American Idol brings in a lot of money, but you just circle the wagons around X Factor and just make X Factor that show then, because American Idol, man, you're struggling now, man. I don't like any one of those 4 people. You all like them all. All right, well, how about this one? Would you just rather for American Idol to go away? I don't know. Go back to the drawing board. So Beyoncé shows off her curves in the H&M summer collection ads. I think she looks terrific. But have you heard the controversy? According to The Sun, the clothing company H&M wanted to change this particular picture right there. Beyoncé allegedly became outraged when she found out that the photos were photoshopped, to make her look more curvy or whatever. I guess this is a Photoshop photo. I can't tell the difference. Every time you look at the girl, she looks gorgeous. She's curvy, Photoshopped, not Photoshopped, on stage, off stage, hoodie, whatever. But anyway, it was Beyonce's business hand that forced them to use the original untouched ads instead. So I guess this is original and untouched. I can't tell. As far as I'm concerned, everybody in Hollywood and most of the people in Jersey, every other person is touched by a plastic surgeon, by a lunchtime procedure, by something. That's all I'm saying. And allegedly. Why am I saying allegedly? I'm not pointing at the people. I'll tell you what I would prefer. If you're gonna have truth in advertising, Beyonce and the rest of you the rest of you people who try to sell us stuff, then what you need to do is use girls with natural hair when you're selling your hair products. Like, I mean, here's the thing. You guys buy these products because you think that, you know, oh, the hair just snaps and always looks so beautiful and everything. In the meantime, there's extensions and all types of magic hair to make it look healthy. Like, I love Pantene products on my natural hair underneath here, but I also wash my wigs in Pantene, and I think that would be more truth in advertising than Beyoncé sitting there with hair color and, you know, for the commercials, and then you buy into it. Oh, my hair's gonna look good like Beyonce. No, not unless it's 22-inch Virgin Remy. That's all I'm saying. Oh, by the way, Beyonce is shutting down those pregnancy rumors by posting pictures of herself. She's on Tumblr right here with her man Jay-Z, sitting in his lap, drinking a glass of wine. Or whatever that is. Look, when the glasses run low in your house and you don't feel like doing another damn dish, don't you just tell those people that you live with, go in the dining room, reach in the hutch, and just grab something. Next thing you know, you're drinking Sunny Delight out of Waterford. All right, stop all the laughing. It's not funny about the Lohan family. I have to tell you something. Lindsay's on lockdown, trying to get herself together. Allegedly, she'll be out somewhere towards the end of the summer, but the drama's continuing with her parents, Dina and Michael, and this is not good. TMZ is saying that the Lohans taped an appearance on a new show called, it's using lie detectors. It's called The Test. Isn't that our kind of show? The Test. Anyway, things turned ugly on the set of the show. The exes reportedly argued over who's responsible for Lindsay's downfall. Can you believe they're still arguing over that? And then they got in a huge blowout over past infidelities. According to TMZ, Dina reportedly got Lindsay's permission to appear on the show and was allegedly paid $50,000. In the meantime, Dina did not take a lie detector and Michael took 2 of them, and that proves absolutely nothing except for that nothing good will happen with Lindsay's sobriety until the parents can resolve their differences and move on. You all really do need to get it together for her. I'm just so happy to be back here in full eyelashes. I don't know what to do. Look, we've got a great show planned for you. All the troubled reports about that young Hollywood starlet, Amanda Bynes, well, we're gonna break it down to the LMNOP next with Dylan Howard from RadarOnline.com. Keep it here. Hearing about the troubled reports regarding Amanda Bynes, and joining us right now from Radar Online with all the juicy details, please welcome back to our show our friend Dylan Howard. How you doing?
Good, thank you.
Okay, Dylan, what's the latest?
Well, I don't know about you, but I wake up every morning asking myself, what in the world has Amanda Bynes done last night?
I know.
And this morning we woke up to a tweet from her revealing that she's had a nose job. Now, this is not the first nose job she's had. She said she had this nose job after being arrested a couple of weeks ago and having a look at her mugshot. And a very interesting mugshot it was indeed.
Okay.
Now, she revealed this, as you can see there. She revealed this in a tweet where she took aim at her father, Rick. Now, this is the tweet she said. I wanted to read it to you.
Okay.
My dad is as ugly as RuPaul. So thankful I look nothing like you both. I had nose surgery after my mugshot, so my nose and I are gorgeous.
Okay. I just want to go on record. You know this. I was one of the last people to ever believe that there was ever anything wrong with this girl. And it was while we were on vacation that it kind of all spiraled out. And I feel so bad for her. First of all, she looks great with the short hair, doesn't she? Second of all, I know you're probably wondering about the nose job thing. It's something you can get one of those lunchtime procedures in your doctor's office, your dermatologist. What they do is they inject you know, the same Juvederm, Restylane type stuff that you get for your marionette lines, but they inject it in your nose, and then he or she, your doctor, molds it, and it pulls up your... You can get it. It's a lunchtime procedure, and it comes with pills. So I don't know whether... Well, I'm just saying, I don't know what she was going back and forth to the doctor for, you know, with the nose job, but yeah.
The concerning thing to me, though, is that she's taking criticism at her father. Now, these are her parents who I understand have not spoken to her for a number of months. They've been reaching out to her via text message, trying to call her, but she shut them out. She's moved to New York. They live in Los Angeles. They're incredibly concerned about her.
Here's the thing, though, about being a parent. Not for nothing, Mr. and Mrs. Bynes, but if you were incredibly concerned, you'd be here in New York. You wouldn't be tweeting and texting. And I know that she's 27 years old at this point, so she's her own adult, but there's some of us who still are a little bit shaken in our boots when we know our parents are circling in the lobby of our building.
Now, her behaviour, of course, has been causing much concern. She was arrested after reportedly smoking a joint in the lobby of her New York apartment. And what we've been able to see here is that all of her behaviour has been serialised on social media. She shaved her head in the days before she was arrested. And then, of course, there was that infamous video where she was twerking. I don't even know what twerking is.
You don't?
No. That's twerking, apparently.
Well,
and then she was also caught on video showing everyone her workout regime. But perhaps the thing that got me the most were the tweets where she was trying to attract the attention of the singer Drake.
Yeah.
Now, I wanted to read you one. Now, I'm going to have to censor this one,
Go ahead.
Wendy.
I know, Dylan. Go ahead.
She said, I want Drake to murder my lady parts.
Yeah.
Now, she didn't say lady parts. I said lady parts.
Yes. Now, this wig is how she showed up in court, and it's just, I guess, painfully obvious to everybody that there is something interesting going on in her life. I don't know whether...
Funny at the same time, though, because after that photo, she tweeted, I need Nicki Minaj's wig person stat.
Yeah. You know, I look at this and I see her as being in worse shape than Britney Spears or the other one, that girl with the parents. Who was I just talking about? Lindsay Lohan. I mean, Britney was bad because Britney has 2 kids, you know. So I guess that made it bad. And Lindsay Lohan is bad, but this girl, Amanda Bynes, I think she's the worst that ever did it so far. Yeah.
So she faces a couple of court issues. She's allegedly thrown a bong out of a window, allegedly.
Well, she was nervous.
She denies that. She denies
You remember college.
that. At the same time, many celebrities have expressed much concern for her, and it all started with Perez Hilton. He tweeted concern for her. She wrote back, he's ugly, the scum of the earth. He even said that he makes, quote, gay people look bad. She took aim at Rihanna. She said, Chris Brown beat you because you're ugly. And then last week, Lance Bass said that she had psychological issues, and this is what she wrote. She said, I ignored Lance Bass on Twitter, and now he's saying I have a mental illness. Sorry you're an ugly ex-boy band member with no talent or career. I haven't spoken to Lance Bass in 11 years. To say I have a mental illness out of nowhere makes me lash out. You're making me crazy. And perhaps the height of hypocrisy, Courtney Love tweeted at her. She said, get it together, dude.
In the meantime, there are some people, though, who are saying... there are some people who are saying that she is not suffering from mental illness, that this is a cry for attention.
And we're seeing it all on social media, so that gives weight to that argument. Here's the fact. She retired as an actress at age 23 after first starring in something at age 12.
And worth like almost $10 million.
It's sad, though.
At that point.
It's
but you
very
want to know
sad.
what? She has no publicists, no managers, no agents. So I know you might be saying, well, why don't you have her people, circle around her? She doesn't have people anymore. She has her family, and they're still in LA, allegedly trying to get her on Twitter. You know what? I don't know where she has a forum. Does she call Radar Online? Would you make that forum available to her?
You know what? Some of my reporters in the past have actually spoken to her. Her modus operandi is to come out and say she's going to sue every time there's a negative story about her in the press.
Well, I feel bad. I know that you just recently allegedly lost your apartment that you were living in, Amanda, which was like right here in our neighborhood. If you move a little bit closer to the studio, walk past, we'll keep the door unlocked for you. This is a terrible, terrible story. Thank you so much for all the insight. Everybody, this is Dylan Howard. For more of these juicy stories, go to radaronline.com. They're good. Up next, it's time for Celebrity Fan Out. Keep it here. Time for everybody's favorite fan out. Let's get started. Okay. All right. Our first celebrity fan out comes from Madison B, who watches The Wendy Show on Fox KT-TV in Calabasas, California. Madison says, how you doing, Wendy? I was walking into my favorite local restaurant when I noticed a car outside filled with antique furniture and a bodyguard at the door. When I got inside, I almost passed out. It was Taylor Swift. Wendy, she was very sweet and her hair was so gorgeous, I went out and got the same fringe bangs the very next day. Oh! How cute are you, Madison? Thank you, that's a good one. Yeah, we always talk about how Taylor loves antiquing. Okay, our next celebrity fan out comes from Amy E., who watches The Wendy Show on WXTV in North Cape May, New Jersey. And Amy says, "Hi, Wendy. My husband and I spent our wedding anniversary in Florida. As we were walking out of our hotel, I saw an extremely tall man in a flannel shirt hanging out at the valet desk. At first, I walked right past him, not realizing who he was. But then I looked again, and I saw he was wearing a sparkly tank top underneath this flannel shirt, and I knew it had to be Dennis Rodman. He was very friendly and funny, and it was one of the highlights of our vacation." Okay, our next celebrity fan out comes from Janae A., who watches our show on WNYW here in New York, Brooklyn. Janae says, "How you doing, Wendy? One morning, I walked into my local coffee shop in Brooklyn, and you'll never believe who I saw. It was Usher. I went up to him, and I introduced myself and asked him if he'd be in a photo with me. He shook his head and said, 'Sure, let's do it.' Wendy, he was so friendly and so fine." What was Usher doing in Brooklyn? In the morning, coffee, the walk of shame? It's natural. We've all been there. Okay, our next celebrity fan out comes from Gisela R., who watches The Wendy Show on XETV in Riverside, California. Gisela says, "Hi, Wendy. I recently attended a local car show, and I was getting ready to leave. I saw a fancy car pull up, and guess who was in the driver's seat? Fast and Furious star Paul Walker." Yeah, he's good. After he parked his car, I went up to him and asked him if he'd take a photo with me. He was very nice and even hotter than he is on screen. Yeah. He looks good in Saturday clothes, right? And the final celebrity fan out comes from Tom Falco, who watches The Wendy Show on WSVN in Miami, Florida. Tom writes, "How you doing, Wendy? I recently had the best celebrity encounter ever. I met you at your Ask Wendy book signing in Miami. Wendy, you look fabulous." Thank you, Tom. If you have ever had a celebrity fan out or encounter, please share it with us. We'd love to put you on TV. Go to wendyshow.com. Up next, everybody, we're gonna play a game of Celebrity Said What? Next, keep it here. Celebrities have some of the craziest things that have come out of their mouths, and today I'm going to read some quotes to our studio audience members, and they'll have to guess which celebrity said it, or did the celebrity say it. This game is called Celebrity Said What? A mess. Okay, our first player. Now, what's your name?
Shamika.
Where are you calling from? I mean, can they hear? Oh yeah, you have a microphone.
Yeah.
Okay, where are you from?
Shamika from Brooklyn.
Okay. Okay, Shamika?
Yes.
Please don't scream out. Please don't scream out. Here's the quote from the celebrity, and then I'll give you choices of which one said it, okay? "The body part I love to show off the most is probably my boobs. They seem to be everywhere." Was that said by Jennifer Love Hewitt, Dolly Parton, or Big Ange?
Jennifer Love Hewitt has big boobs, but I'm gonna say Big Ange because...
They're bigger?
No, they're bigger.
Nope, it's Jennifer Love Hewitt. Here, she said that in a recent issue of Us Weekly magazine in the 2013 body issue.
Aww.
She's got a great body.
She does.
Hey, love, how we doing?
How you doing?
Okay, here's your second question. Quote, "I'm a fat kid on the inside. I love food so much." Was that said by Mario Lopez, Channing Tatum, or Ryan Seacrest? I don't want any man to say that, do you?
I know. I'm going to say Mario Lopez because he's so big and muscular.
Channing Tatum said that about gaining 25 pounds between movies.
He's sexy.
He is sexy. And his wife is pregnant with their baby. Okay, now here is your third and final quote. I never knew a wiener could actually make me nauseous. Was that said by Jessica Simpson, Gwyneth Paltrow, or Hillary Clinton?
It sounds kind of ditzy, so I'm going to say Jessica Simpson.
Yes! Oh my God. You know, she's having a baby boy, and that quote was actually on the Jimmy Kimmel Show. She's also rumored to be naming her son Ace. Oh. Yes. So, well, thank you very much.
Thank you
Have
very
a seat.
much.
We're ready for our second player. Come on over.
Hi.
How you doing?
How you doing?
I like your necklace. Wait, come closer.
Thank you.
What's your name?
Hillary.
Hi, Hillary. Where are you from?
I'm from Boston, but I live in the Bronx.
Nice to have you here.
Thank you.
All right, now here we go. Here's your quote.
Okay.
Name calling and Twitter rants are so 2012. Who said that? Nicki Minaj, Leanne Rimes, or Donald Trump?
That's a tough one. I'm gonna say Nicki Minaj.
Nope, it's Leanne Rimes, who's currently promoting her new album, Spitfire. Okay, all right, here's your next one. I think I'm going to breastfeed my son until he goes to college. Who said that? Shakira, Adele, or Snooki?
Snooki.
It was Shakira. Her
Surprising.
son, Milan, is 4 months old, and she says she loves breastfeeding. Okay, here's your final one. I do want babies, but I don't want a great big vajayjay. Do you have kids?
No.
Who said that? Lady Gaga, Kelly Osbourne, or Khloe Kardashian?
That's a tough one between Chloe and Lady Gaga. I'm gonna go with Lady Gaga.
Kelly Clarkson! I mean, Kelly Osbourne.
Oh, Kelly Osbourne,
Kelly
okay.
got engaged 6 months ago to her vegan baker boyfriend, Matthew. So we'll see what she does when it comes time for babies. Look, congratulations to both of you.
Thank you.
I have something I want to give to each of you. Yeah, here, have a seat. Thank you. It's a Wendy swag bag filled with all kinds of stuff for the summer. It's from our Wendy store. If you would love stuff like that, go to wendyshow.com and look for the Wendy store tab. Up next, everybody, it's time for Ask Wendy. Keep it here. Welcome back. It is time for Ask Wendy. How you doing?
How you doing, Wendy?
I love your outfit.
Thank you, like Minnie Mouse.
Yes.
My name is Ashley. I'm 27 years old, and I currently work for the front desk of a hotel. So my problem is that when I was at the front desk in front of customers, I had a coworker point out my stomach because I've recently gained 15 pounds. She actually rubbed my stomach and said, "Look at that stomach," in front of people. So my problem is I didn't say anything to her, but it really hurt my feelings, and I'm super frustrated. So what do I say to her without losing my cool?
Look. Cool needs to be lost in the break room. All it takes you to do is read one person really good on that staff, and nobody will ever approach you side-eyed again. That is not right. How old are you, Ashley?
27.
Yeah, you're 27. So you're still learning. But no, nobody, first of all, comments about your weight, that's none of their business. Second of all, getting close enough to actually rub your stomach?
She rubbed my little Play-Doh belly, which I'm fine with, you know? I've been working out, trying to lose it, but...
It's not about you and losing weight. It's about your coworkers and their inappropriateness. And you need to pull her aside and talk to her pinky first, like that. If you tell somebody off, just one person, it'll spread. You are not to be messed with regarding your weight.
That's right.
That's it. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. We have time for one more quick one. How you doing?
How you doing?
Good. How can I help?
All right, my name is Jennifer. My husband and I are from Louisiana, and we have a very, very active 4-year-old daughter. My brother's getting married here in New York. Whole family wants her to come, but I'm afraid to bring her. Formal wedding. I need to buy my plane ticket. What should I do, Wendy?
If you left her here, who's going to watch her?
Well, I'll leave her at home in Louisiana with my mother.
Well, here's my thing, and I'm a mother, so I don't mind saying this. There's certain places that kids don't belong. Tablecloth restaurants, airplanes, airplanes when they start crying, and weddings, okay? So I would say, since you know that your 4-year-old is very, very active, leave her at home. Listen, your daughter can enjoy the rest of the family for the whole weekend that you're going to be there for the wedding. The actual wedding is only one event in a whole bunch for the weekend. So leave her with your mother. If you don't, I mean, you asked.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Everybody, up next, we're going to share some of your comments about today's hot topics. Keep it here. Welcome back. It is time for Wendy fan feedback. Earlier on Hot Topics, I was talking to you about Mariah Carey and Nicki Minaj officially leaving American Idol, and I asked you what you think about former American Idol contestants joining the judges' table. And so here's what you said on my Facebook. Christine V says, I would love to see Jennifer Hudson and Adam Lambert as judges. They're both talented and entertaining and would be fun to watch and bring spice to the show. Maria R says, being an alum of Idol doesn't mean you'd make a good judge. We need someone who is outspoken and brings the cuckoo crazy. And we did a poll at wendyshow.com, and 70% of you say that you want to see Adam Lambert at that judges table next season. Now, we talked about Beyonce and the retouching versus no retouching at H&M, and Mark V says, so what? They retouched her. So what, they retouched her pics. If Beyonce wants realness, then take out the weave and contacts and remove the makeup, bronzer, and fake eyelashes. I think that was a read. And Sheila D says, good for Beyonce. I think she's setting a good example for young girls and that she's stunning whether she's retouched in photos or not. Thank you so much, everyone. I love it when you participate in our show. You can join the daily lively conversation by going to my Facebook and Twitter page. And keep it here because we'll be right back. I am so glad to be back from that dreaded 1 week that we've had off. Don't forget, we've got all new Wendy shows all summer long. I want to thank my co-host, my studio audience. Tomorrow, we've got the legendary country singer Trisha Yearwood here, plus an incredible 11-year-old painter that you won't believe. I love you for watching today. And I'll see you next time on Wendy. Bye-bye.